players and ties. They play the final round tomorrow afternoon. 700 million Korean won prize purse up for grabs. 126 million up top. In this 21st event of the KLPGA Tour season in 2022. Koji Yu trying to get up to 6 under par alongside Song Ga-eun, who's already sitting in the clubhouse after a second round of 70. That's well done. Nice birdie there, 4th on the day. Going along very nicely today. A cracking afternoon of golf. Our feature groups all have made the turn and hit the back nine. Here's the lady who leads the points list on the KLPGA Tour through 20 events. Yoo Hae-ran. Just the one birdie on her card today. Still yet to drop a shot. Second shot now to the 11th. Slightly below her feet, which does promote a slight fade. Tough to access this whole location on the left-hand side. That's a good smart shot from Hae-ran. 5 wins in her KLPGA Tour career. Already tasted victory this year at Kim Hae-gaya at the Nexen St. Nine Masters. And the defending champion, Kim Soo-ji. A 2-shot win here 12 months ago really propelled her onto greater heights. Would pick up the last major championship of the season at Blue Heron at the Haight Jinro Championship. 2 under par, no drop shots today. Her eye, this left hole location. Likes to turn it from right to left, and that's fine there. She went wire to wire for her maiden KLPGA Tour victory last year. Have to find a couple more birdies if she wants a share of that lead heading into Sunday. Hyo Da-bin also going to pop one in for birdie there. So this group going along very well. It's the turn in 2 under par, 34, just inside the top 10. Well, Setting Point Golf Club in Yongjin stretches out to about just under 6,200 meters. 172 of them. Well, they're going to come on this signature par 3-12. It's an elevated tee box. You move down to this relatively generously sized island green. Take a really poor shot to find the penalty area. That would be a bother for most of the members here at Setting Point, but not for these girls. Pin today cut on the middle right section, 11 paces from the right edge. And as you can see from the heat map, well, this green does camber generally to that right to the front left. Red being the highest point, blue being the lowest point. And luckily for these ladies, not too much breeze at Setting Point over the first day and a half. Elevated tee boxes with breeze to island greens, not fun. Park Eun-kim's having a very good afternoon. It's a 4 under par already. So that's putting her off there. On her second hole, but 3 birdies since. Best hybrid players in the women's game. She does hit a lot of them. I told you she was good. Look at that. Beautifully done by Park Eun-kim. A chance to perhaps find the 4th birdie of the round. Did start her back nine with a birdie back at 10. Good on the home hole. 122 meters left to this elevated par 5 green. And that one not able to get a bit of grab with that second bounce, but about 25 feet for birdie. The first player with an iced coffee in hand walking up the 18th. There's a food truck parked right on the back of the 18th tee. Parked on the 12th tee. The hole-in-one prize, a brand new Rexton SUV. Park Ji-young with the Medi heel. Second event of the season. Tuck that one wide left. Does lead the stats and greens in regulation. That is a green in regulation, but it's an awfully long way from home for Park Ji-young. Iran. Right around pin high on this 11th. A gentle uphill rise all the way to the hole, and as this ball starts to lose a bit of speed, it will want to just peel off to the left. Gave it a brilliant run. It's been a ho-hum week so far for Hayron. Hasn't really been lighting sunning points up. Still 2 under par for the championship. Very capable of reeling off birdies in bunches, but currently finds herself 9 shots off the pace. Let's have another look at this putt. It's uphill all the way, waiting for that to try to make its way left. That ball says, not today. Suji, a couple of feet closer. Almost identical line. 25-year-old, 2-time winner on Jomi's target in the clubhouse, 11 under par, courtesy of that brilliant bogey-free 62 this morning. Playing with some nice form is Kim Suji. A couple of top 5 finishers at the High One Resorts Ladies Open, and last week at Jade Palace at the Hanwha Classic. Doesn't Kim Suji. 3rd birdie on her day. Now moves into sole possession of 2nd at 9 under par. Short poppy stroke. She knew that. 3 feet out. Brilliant birdie from the defending champion, looking to become the 2nd player to successfully defend a title in 2022. Park Min-ji being the 1st. Not in the field this week, Min-ji. Kim Se-yoon, see at the bottom there, 76th on the money list. Top 60 keep their cards at the end of the season, so every shot counts. Se-yoon, a nice little run of birdies to end her front 9, going out in 3 under par 33. Now, almost a cross-country putt for Park Ji-young here. All about pace this. Not thinking about holding it, just cozy it up to a tap in. That's exactly what she's done. Good bit of touch there. Ji-young. Jun Yi-sung. Front edge of the green on 14 for birdie. Oh yes, they're going in from everywhere so far on Saturday. She get one of those shots back that she dropped to the start of her back 9. Now Hyun-kyu. Still a lot of swing in this from the left. You can see her looking a good 1.5 foot outside the left lip, if not more. She's overrent that significantly. It's a shame. Tee shot deserved better. Just a par. Park In-kyung, 4 under. From one left to righter to another. This is one of 3 ties in the field. Chaya-sit. Well done. That's important. Cut line right now. Sitting at even par. That gives her a little bit of breathing room. 4 at 14 for Mahapon. Gets her back into red figures.
아니야. 가라앉는 2번, 16번, 33.
Hasn't been the straightest off the tee this afternoon. Wouldn't know it looking at that score, would you? That's 2 greens today, Suji. Just have a runner-up finish already this season. Seen at the Lotte Championship at Bears Best in Cheongna about 2 months ago. Jump back up to the 14th. And we have another birdie here, Lee Seung-yeon, to get into red figures. Oh, well done. Birdies all around on 14. Concerning start to the back nine, going bogey double, but gets one back. It really is a picturesque spot, this 12th hole. Green 45 yards deep. Kim Soo-ji in familiar territory at the pointy end of the leaderboard at Sunning Point. Looks to be a 5-iron. Soo-ji against greens. Really quite soft at 7 Point this week. Players have been able to take advantage, go flag hunting when normally they wouldn't be able to. Has played the par 3s well this season. Well after that, this one just peeling a touch left. That's excellent. Pin high. 5th on the points list, 8th on the money list this season. 416 million Korean won in the bank account of Kim Soo-ji. How about Yoo Hae-ram, the 20-year-old, turned pro 3 years ago, already picked up 5 wins, got as high as 16th in the Rolex Women's World Rankings. It's towards the end of 2020. Come off that just a touch. Don't think she got all of that, sort of slid the club face across the ball, hung it out right. Coming into this week with a good little bit of form after a top 10 finish last week at the Hanwha and a runner-up at the High One Resorts Ladies Open. Go up to the par 5 14th and from just short of the green. Heyran's going to have a couple of options here on 12. Can chip it if she so chooses. That ball nestled down just a bit in this luscious fringe, but electing to go with the putter. It's the old adage in golf: if you're trying to make it, chip it. If you're trying to get it close, putt it. Gently downhill to start. Keep coming, keep coming. Get it close, she did. So should be straightforward tap in par for Heyran. Across the bridge to 13th hole. In front of them. Lee So-mi is battling to make the final round. Currently level par. And here's Saturday. A huge rock feature. Signature pieces around Sunning Point. Not that it's going to bother Park Ji-young though. Coming up the left half of the fairway. He's drawn an unusually flat line for this sloping surface. Put it in the back left section of this 13. Just came out of that a touch, but no bother. 35 feet away. Now, Suji to get to double digits under par for the first time this week. And to claw within one. There's another one in. He's unstoppable on these greens, Kim Soo-ji. Look at that start to the back nine. 4 birdies in 5 holes, 3 in a row to start her inward half. We saw Bae So-hyun reel off 5 in a row yesterday. Of course, that on the front line, en route to a 30. But wow, Kim Soo-ji continues to impress. Well, horses for courses, they say. Got her first ever victory as a professional on this track 12 months ago. They're going to go back to back. Suji now within one. It's an awkward looking lie for Park Hyun-kyung. Scary rock in front, all well above her feet. Finds the greenside trap. It's going to be a relatively long bunker shot. Pitching onto a downslope. So a couple of problems here for Park Hyun-kyung. At 13. Jump up to the longest hole in the back nine. 384 meter 15th. Jun Sung just inside of 170 meters. And playing a very fine golf shot indeed. That is exquisite from Jun Sung. Gave it everything, didn't you? Now, to Wang Mahapon. A bit closer. Friendly penalty on 15, smack in the middle of the green. That one leaking out right, but should catch the slope. There it comes. Round you come. Okay. Won't you take that? Doesn't matter how, it's just how many. Now Heyran to tidy up for her 3. No mistakes there for Heyran. And her last 7 events, she's had 4 top 5 finishes. 3rd at the Daibo House Tee, a couple of 4ths in back-to-back weeks at the Hoban Ladies Championship and the Jeju Samdasu Masters. She finds herself 9 shots adrift. Will be a tournament leader, Hwang Jung-mi. Her playing partner Kim Soo-ji only 1 back after a 4th birdie of the day. Let's have a look at what faces these players next. This beautiful par 4 13. 337 meters. Sweeps around from right to left. They want to go left off the tee to catch that bunker and be stymied, blocked out on that massive feature rock on the left-hand side. It's only yielded 6 birdies today, so it's been just around a 1/5 of a shot over its bar, and that's just because that fairway There's quite a bit of slope in it from right to left, and of course you go about 13 meters uphill and then some more to get to the green. As I mentioned earlier, tucked in the back left section, 26 in the front and just 7 from the left. See the first of those 2 career wins came here. Starting point, after that, just over a month later was the first major championship at Blue Heron Golf Club. Jinro, season-ending major. Stand down certain Park Nin-ji, no less. How can you see that? Not scoring the par 5s of how she's played the medium-length holes this week. It's a very comfortable looking hole for her eye. Start this at the right edge of the fairway. Just like that natural shot shape, work it back to the middle. You'd be surprised if we get a couple of good swings on the ball here on 13 and made it 4 in a row. Starts with this tee shot though. Just leaking that out a touch too far to the right. Commentator's curse strikes again. Still, I'd rather be there than left. Now, go up ahead. Koji Yu after that nice little pitch shot into 14 with this left to right slider to get to 7 under. Yeah, doesn't slide that much, GU. Chance goes a-begging. K-Run. Doesn't leave anything behind. G2 giving this a concerned stare. Yeah, no problems. Down the middle you go. It was just outside the top 10 last year at this championship, Hayran. 12th in 2021. To the tie. Did you make it back-to-back birdies? Giant. Oh, it's not a million miles away, but it's a cast iron 4. 2 compatriots this week. I think they're going to be around for the weekend. There could be one type. Around a 71 yesterday. Level par for his second lap. Now, Hyun Kyung, is she in the bunker? Is she on the face of the track? No, she is in the sand. It's a nice flat lie though, ball slightly below her feet. And a bit of ground to cover. Should have plenty of spin. So a little bit clunky, but a chunk and run will do just fine for Park Hyun Kyung. Pitch that on the downslope, got it to release out. And statistically, she is the best putter on the KLPGA Tour, leads that category for the 2nd year in a row. Second shot on 15 to here for Jun Yi-sung for a rare 3 at this long par 4. No, that's a shame. It's a real wasted opportunity for Jun Yi-sung, but she'll remain at 2 under. Ji Young, birdie at 13. Not lacking in pace, that putt. Confidently struck, but not to be a birdie 3. Steady par. No progress made today, though. Wander up to 14 to find the 3rd shot of Sung Yu Jin. Oh, kind of the front right. Gonna throw it past with a bit of spin. Yeah, just like that. Well done. Nicely played shot. Hyun Kyung for a scrambling par save at the 13th. Have a little bit of movement to the right. Don't give the hole away. Nicely done. Good up and down to Park Hyun Kyung. We saw with Jihan Sol yesterday. Get out of position on 13. You scramble away with a 4. Feels like a bird. Right, just coming out of the first cut of rough on the left-hand side of 14 is the Doosan match play champion, Hong Jung-min. Showing some fine form there. Brilliant stuff. That'll be to get to 4 under. Cracking tee shot on 15, just 153 left. That's going to release on. Okay. About 25 feet left for the 27-year-old. Up to 16, and Jun Yi-sung with a 6 iron. Once again, but will the putter cooperate? On 16 for Yi-sung. Ji-yu. A couple yards closer. And Seo Yun-jung doesn't seem to like it. I can't imagine why not. That's fine. The 20-year-old rookie. Suji off the straight and narrow here at the 13th. We'll be dealing with a bit of a hook line, ball above her feet again. That does sort of exacerbate her natural right to left ball flight. There seems to be a slight downhill line, so the trajectory is going to come up a little bit flatter. Doesn't look so downhill from this camera angle. Ball nestled down just a touch. Going to get a bit of grass between the front face of the ball. Be careful of a flyer here. Don't want to go long left of this green. Not the jumper, but hung it out right. And that's definitely a downhill line to be landing on a downslope. Making a bit of a mess of this 13th hole. It's Kim Suji. Lovely third shot, so Liu Jin to get to 2 under. A couple of players overread this putt so far today, but not Sung Yu Jin. That's straight in the middle of the can. Second birdie of the day. Breathing room to the cut line. Now with a share of 35th. Yukina, 2 eagles yesterday, including a hole-in-one at the second. Level par for her second round. Third shot into 18. A bit too much grab in that first bounce, but no problems. Now, Heyron. Perfect spot, middle of the fairway, but as you can see there, we will have the ball slightly above her feet. Just 106 left. Unlucky to not get a bigger kick off that downslope. She pitched right on top of it. Still, we'll have a look at birdie. Hong Jung-min to get to 3 under par. Yeah, well done. Takes advantage of that nifty little wedge shot. sophomore season on the KLPGA Tour of Hangzhou. Now, Kim Hee-ji, in the rookie class of 2021 as well. That is stunning from Hee-ji. A rookie this season, Ko Ji-yu. Get to 7 under. Doesn't swing that much, does it? Oh, unlucky. She currently sits third on the 2022 Rookie of the Year points race. Inside the top 30 on the money list as well, having a very fine moving day at Sunning Point. Let one get away from shorter range on 15. Jenny Sung for a birdie at 16. Walked after it quickly, she knew. Oh, that's frustrating. A couple of very good shots to set up. Then looks at birdie. Can't make either. Just 2 holes left to play in this second round of the 54-hole event that is the KG Edaily Ladies Open. Now Suji pouring over this one. Oh, it doesn't look brilliant. She wants to be brave with this. Could try and fly it past that little knoll into the flat. The greens are soft, not running as quick as they normally would. The slight downhill lie. If she tries to land this on the downslope at the far side of that little shoulder, it's going to be coming in with some pace, especially with a flatter trajectory. So easy to have the ball scuttle on 6, 7, maybe even 10 feet past the cup towards the fringe on the far side. Not easy, this. Just some practice swings that indicate she might be trying to sort of toss this up in the air, open up that club face, land it in the flat. Good touch. So combine both options there. Dumped it on the fringe. Let the slope do the rest of the work. Wedge work from Kim Soo-ji, a 4-tur chance to salvage a 4 out of a slightly wayward hole. Jump up ahead to the Park Ji-young, Park Hyun-kyung group. Both players already laying up their shots to the 14. Ji-young, poor layup at that, out of the rough. 9 meters left. Toss this one up high in the air and stop it with trajectory. Oh, wasn't far off. Just took a big kick off the front fringe. Downhill tickler. Chung Yun-ju. The penultimate hole. Yun-ju running just inside the top 10 at 5 under par. Hyun-kyung. This is the difference between coming out of the thick rough like Ji-young and coming out the middle of the fairway like Hyun-kyung. Should be able to get a lot more control on it. 2 meters, trying to drive one in low with a bit of spin. Textbook shot there from Park Hyun-kyung. Has yet to miss a cut on tour this season. In Gina. Not going to have the legs, I doubt. Just a touch shy. Ko Ji-yu on 60. Right half of this par 3 green today. Somewhere right about there. Very nicely done indeed from Ko Ji-yu. The rookies have been playing like seasoned veterans in the KLPGA Tour this year. Now, Heiji for a birdie. Yeah, well done. Converts after that sublime wedge shot. And, 4 under par. Now, first look at the day at Lee Guy-Young battling to make the cut. Still yet to win on the KLPGA Tour. He was only one off the lead after 36 holes last year. That is going to do her chances a world of good. So should she pop that in, she'll get to 1 over and within 1 of the cut line. Back at 13, Hayron with this left to right slider. Over borrowed for Hayron. Such a terrific ball striker, driver of the golf ball. That putter doesn't always behave itself. Yukina to clean up for her 5. Oh my. That's a 3-putt from out of nowhere. A real unforced error. Yukina. That will slide her back down to 2 under par with 9 holes yet to play. The important putt, we always say it, sometimes it's these par-saving putts that preserve the momentum more than sort of reeling off birdies. We'll get Suji's full attention. Nothing more than just outside the left edge. Iran's putt didn't move as much as she thought. It's gently downhill too. Well done. That is 4 straight 1-putts to start the back 9. Kim Suji avoids her first drop shot of the day and stays within 1 of Hong Jong-mi's clubhouse target at 11 under. Now Park Ji-young down the hill, bending to the right for birdie at 14. Oh, it had the line, didn't it? Right in the jaws. Run. What should be formality you feel? Formality indeed. Second on the money list, first on the points list. And 1 time she's missed the cut this season. Coming back at the McCall Mona Park Ladies Open. Now, Hyun Kyung. Gets a 5 under. Oh, didn't hit it. It just tell with the body language. Never found a golf ball that's actually listened to me. The chance goes a begging for Park Hyun Kyung at 14. Let's have a look at this interesting par 5 at Sunning Point. 470 meters as it's laying out. Parking the far distance, not going to bother the players, but certainly will be an ideal start line. If you want to be brave, take it up the right-hand side over this mound with shrubbery and rough and all manner of nastiness. You get a big kick and maybe you'll be able to get home in 2. We saw Kwak Bo Mi on day 1 hit 2 fine shots en route to an eagles 3. You can't get there in 2. Well, most of the ladies are going to be laying up towards this end of the fairway, but you have to be coming out of that fairway, of course, because today's hole location cut in that front right section on a green that does camber from back to front. So important to have good spin control to try to nestle it up close and leave yourself a decent look at a birdie 4. Sochi. Hayron has only missed 1 cut this season. That was at the season opener on Jeju Island at Lotte Sky Hill. that pretty hard. Leak the last one out to the right. Oh, and that one out to the right, but a huge break. I mean, look, that pitched a good 15 yards into the shrubbery. It's kicked down. She's gotten the green flag. She's gotten away with one. She loves Sunning Point, and luckily for her on 14, Sunning Point loves her back. Have another look at this. Opposite to the 13th hole. This one doesn't quite suit her eye. Pitch right up there in a firm spot. Gets a massive kick left, trundles down the hill, and it's A-OK now for Kim Soo-ji. Ko Ji-yu getting a chance to get to 7 under. Will she take it this time? Oh, shaves the edge of the cup once more. She'd be the best performing rookie in the field this week, but I'd be wrong. Lee Wan already in after 36 holes at 8 under par, looking to extend her lead at the top. The Rookie of the Year points race. Jung Yun-ju, awfully near the cart path on the right-hand side of 18, but does open up the angle to the back left flag. Got a bit of a flyer lie there. It's just nestled up through the green. Test of her short game skills when she gets up to this par 5 putting surface. Guy Young, much needed birdie too. Well done, Lee Guy Young. So, 1 over par, just outside the cut mark right now. 2 holes left to play. As it was when we came on air, Hwang Jung-mi still sitting pretty at the top of the leaderboard after that 62 this morning. But the defending champion, Kim Soo-ji, only 1 shot back here on day 2 at Sunning Point. Suji currently 5th on that KLPGA Tour points list, and after that brilliant break on 14, still not out of the woods yet. Hook lie, narrow layup zone. Be really careful here. Should be okay for Suji. Yes, it is. All right, back in position on the 14th hole. G Young on this monstrous 384 to 4. Kyung, 173 left. G Young, 48. No one's surprised. We'll have a rescue club in hand. Pin today, as we've mentioned, pretty much in the middle of the green. So it's a very inviting hole location. It's landed a good 20 feet short, let it run out. First bounce, but an acceptable golf shot. Very popular two-time KLPGA champion Kim Kyung. Now to the back of 18 and Jong Yun-ju. Enough green to play with here. Well done. Important around the greens, especially in this sticky rough. That club head accelerating through. Also will get tangled up some of this wispy ryegrass. G Young. Coming in much higher with a little bit less club than her playing partner. And as a result, able to get the measure of that one. Excellent shot from Park Ji Young. Suji, right half of the fairway, but importantly, out of the fairway. She does like to go at it pretty much 100% all the time. That should help her generate lots of spin here. Okay, no problem. Taking that with that tee ball in the air. But to tie the lead. Now, Hong Jung-min just birdied 14th. She made 2 and 3 holes with this at the 16th. Yes, she can. In you go, Hong Jung-min. It's a 5th birdie of the day, and it's going to move the match play champion to 4 under par. But that's still 7 shots behind Hong Jung-min. Up ahead to the 18th. Son Yu-bin. It's a 4 under par. Hangs on the high side of the cup. Just a par. Rotten start to her around 3 over through 4. So down in 2 over par 38. A run. Tufty rough just short of 14. And as a result, unable to get any kind of spin control on that one. This is well past the hole, but it still is a birdie look for Big Aaron. Guy Young and the battle to make it to Sunday. Needs one more birdie. Good look here, middle of the fairway, 122 left into the 17th. Oh yes, oh yes indeed. That's a quality shot from Lee Guy Young. Nearly went in for a 2. Pop up now for Yunju to remain at 5 under. Adventurous route to the hole, but goes out in 2 under par 34. long way left here. Surely that's too much break. Bizarre. I mean, just got it past halfway to the cup. Sometimes you see those putts, you try to allow for more break, and you know you have to nestle it down there, because if you give it a bit of a thump, it's going to go racing through that break. And, well, a real tester for Soo Ji for the second straight hole. Now Hyun Kyung for birdie at 15. Doesn't move too much break-wise, this putt. Just got to hit it hard enough. Unfortunately, another one short in the middle of the cup. Ko Ji-yu, 20-year-old KLPGA Tour debutant. Some lovely shots over the last couple of holes. 8 meters closer than Lee Ga-young, who's already stuck it close. Oh, that's pretty good from Ko Ji-yu. 3 excellent shots into this penultimate par 4. Park Ji-young for a birdie at 15. Well done. So finally gets into red figures for her second round and up to 4 under and a share of 22nd. Hye-ran down the hill, bending to the right. See if she can get this one to the hole. It's got the pace. Oh. That's the first time today. Just a fraction high. One of those players that really felt the brunt of the enforced break in the schedule during COVID. Hye-ran. Ji-yu to get to 7 under. Surely one of these has got to drop. Finally, she pops another one in. 5 under on the day, 7 under for the championship. Ko Ji-yu into the top 5 with 18 to play. Hole 18, I mean. 18 holes to play tomorrow. Easy to get that one mixed up. Now, Lee Ga-young. Just a hint of movement for her. You see the projected cut at even par. So this one would make the stroll up 18 a whole lot easier. Ooh, it's not gonna hang on, and that was a nervy stroke, wasn't it, from Lee Ga-young? Oh dear, oh dear. Started the day with a birdie at her opening hole. Chucked in 3 bogeys on the way before birdieing 16. Unfortunately, not going to take advantage of that stellar shot into 17. Well, birdie at the last required for Ga-young's journey at this year's KG Edaily Ladies Open to continue. The lady she teed it up with in the final round last year has this for par. 14. It's one of those uncomfortable ones that move away from her as a right-handed golfer. She's looking a good ball left of the cup. She's an excellent putter so far this week, hasn't she, Kim Soo-ji? Saves her skin once again. But there, nice par. Keeps her clean on the day.
플레이하겠습니다.
The 16th, Park Ji-young. If she can put together a late run of birdies after finding one at 15. It's a 7 iron. For that to go, and go it will. Lovely tee shot from the four-time champion. Playing her ninth season on the KLPGA Tour after turning pro back in 2014. Eighth season, beg your pardon. Been Rookie of the Year back in 2015. Only missed 4 cuts that season. Included 4 top 10s. Now, Hyun Kyung. Went straight at it. Concerned one of the fans, but unlucky. Just releases on up that slope to the back section of the green.
다 맞았어.
바람 살짝 불고 있어요.
John Min, 17, slightly below her feet. Already seen a couple of very good shots into this hole location. That'll do just fine for Hong Jung-min. Have a look at birdie. Runner-up on the 2021 Rookie of the Year points race, just narrowly getting pipped by Song Ga-eun. Has only been dusted through 36 today at 7 under par. Let's have a look at the longest hole, or longest par 4, I should say, on the inward half at Southern Point, the 384-meter 50. Fairly generous looking tee shot, but fairly just sort of angles away from the tee. Gently doubling left to right, par 4. Second shot really made a lot simpler today by the fact that that hole location, as we've mentioned, so pretty much the middle of the green towards the back edge of it. It's already coughed up 17 birdies today. They're playing right around its par, despite being a real beast on the par 4 for these ladies. Suji lost her last 2 drives out to the right. Hit just about half her fairways today. That one certainly started more online. Is it hanging on? Oh, yes, it is. It certainly is. Back on the straight and narrow for Kim Suji. Hey-Ra, as I was mentioning earlier, one of those players that really felt the sting of that long break we took during COVID-19 pandemic. Had missed a cut as a professional and then missed 3 just after we got back and running in 2021. She certainly has found her footing since. It's another perler of a drive from the leader of the KLPGA points list through 20 events. But the leader of our championship at the moment is Hwang Jo-mi, courtesy of a scintillating 62 this morning. Suji, with just 4 holes left to play, the defending champ, is only 1 shot back with the Rookie of the Year frontrunner Lee Won 2 further back. Suji now. Fairway on 50. 56 left. Accessible hole location. Settle down. Settle down. Okay. Get that help from the backstop. Look waits. Join the lead. Now Hong Jung-min downhill right to left her on 17 for birdie. Don't think that one's going to get to the hole for Hong Jung-min. Been a bit tentative. A couple of spots on the putting green today. Kyung. Third last year at this championship. Sitting in a share of 22nd. Bang on 30 feet. Not this time. Kyung. Hey, run. Big tee shot right up the middle, just 146 left. Can't imagine it's anything more than a 7 or a 6 iron for the powerful player. Such a simple golf swing. It's a very effective one. Yeah, that's fine. Good shot from Heyran. He looks at birdie. Three players in our featured group. Now hold ahead. Park Ji-young. Back-to-back birdies. Oh, hello. Into the top 10 goes Park Ji-young. To 5 under par. 2 holes left to play. So me. It's been a quiet afternoon for her. But that is going to make the last 2 holes a little bit easier. Was sitting bang on the cut line at even par. Pair of birdies on the back line take her back into red figures. Edge of 15, Kim Soo-ji. It's going to gently move to her left to start. It's sort of flatten out as it gets to the hole. Good 2-putt. Simple, straightforward par. Keeps her within 1. This one stretches red the last 4 rounds of golf. At the conclusion of the last 4 rounds of golf at this championship, we're going to make it 5 at the end of play today. We're on 17. Park Ji-young building a bit of momentum with a pair of birdies over her last 2 holes. Hasn't driven it all that well today. But a quick pickup of the tee should signal that this one's heading towards its desired target. Indeed, it does find the fairway. Heyran for a birdie at 15, slightly flatter putt than Soo-ji. That one doesn't look like it's going to threaten the cup at all. Bulky display with the putter from the KLPGA points leader. Kyun. Sort of old school golf swing, strong left-hand grip, long and lazy with the arms. And generates a good bit of pop. Didn't seem to like that. It's going to be fine. Right alongside Park Ji-young down this 17th fairway. This is an interesting spot for Jun Yi-sung on the back of 18. Better off in the bunker, but she's caught up in this tangly rough. So contact is key here. Be able to get any spin from there. And chop and run. Played well. Still work to be done to head into Sunday at 2 under. G1 battling to make the cut, finds a birdie there to take last week's winner of the Hanwha Classic to within 1 of the magic even par cut mark. What a victory that was at a brutally difficult Jade Palace Golf Club. Drop back to the signature par 3-12 and An Ji-hyun on the tee. Chip.
Okay, good.
Anji tee shot there.
왼쪽 밖에 확실히 있어. 없는 바람 맞아. 핀이니까. 그게 나을 것 같아. 다 맞아도 될 것 같긴 하거든. 다 치자, 주원아. 오른쪽 여기 많은 거니까. 멀리 등도 보고 칩시다.
드라이 괜찮아?
응, 그거 좋아. 생각 드리고.
Last par 3.
칠게요, 넓게.
네.
Players face at Sydney Point. It was a
네,
pivotal
알겠습니다.
hole
네,
5 months ago for Kim Soo-ji. He was charging hard at her. She birdied this hole en route to a 2-shot victory Sunday afternoon. Hong Ji-won now. And 62 places on the money list after her victory last week. Okay, that's fine. About 20 feet or so. Newest member of the KLPGA's major championship winners club. One foot in front of the other at this point. Soo-ji, if memory serves me correctly, it was a terrific 5-iron to a left hole location Sunday afternoon after So-mi had made 3 birdies on the bounce to cut the lead to just 1 shot. It's a 7-iron this time though for Soo-ji. Just compress the ball beautifully. Good smart shot, middle of the green, just about pin high.
7번
One
갈까?
bogey this week for Suji. Kyung hold ahead on 17. One of the flatter lies we've seen in this par 4 fairway. And Park Hyun-kyung will take advantage. Side shot setting up. Look at birdie. Yuhei Ran, last to go on this 16th tee.
맞아줘.
A little 6-iron floated in there. Floated in there, she did. Her speed control has been so good throughout her career as far as full swing goes. Never seems to be rushed or sort of snatching at the club from the top of the backswing. Such a smooth transition. Lots of different ways to play this game. Gio, far more conventional. No swing and approach. Follow in Park Hyun-kyung. She leaped this one out to the right. Yeah, it happens sometimes with those hanging lines, the ball below your feet. You come up and out of it and leave that club face open at the moment of impact. And not a terrible spot. Pretty makeable chip, actually. Jun Yi-sung for a par at the 18th. Ooh, just wiggles off to the right, but safely through to tomorrow's final round. A bogey at the last. Not really what you want, but a cut safely made for Jun Yi-sung. Starts Sunday at 1 under par. Here after that cracking tee shot at the 12th to get to 4 under. Well down on that putter, don't see that often. And it's effective. A birdie too. Ji Hyun, second of the day, into the top 20 she goes. Mahabon. Par. Yeah, well done. 3 ties started the week. On invites here at the KG Edaily Ladies Open, 71-72 for Chayanit. See her safely through to the final round. Ji-young, I mentioned this was a fairly makeable chip. Pretty flat. Sitting up. Oh, she fancied it, didn't she? Great effort. Not to be 3 in a row for Ji-young. Checking on Ko Ji-yu. Finally up to 7 under par after that birdie at 17. 101 left in the 18th. Love to finish with a flurry here. Oh, that. Just tuck that ever so slightly. It's been 5 under on the day. It's been a very good afternoon's work. 20-year-old Ko Ji-yu. Now Hyun-kyung. Pretty much straight down the hill. She's done throughout her entire career. Not very conventional. You see it a bit in the men's game. Pachara Kongwat might. He's at the Asian Tour now at the Live Golf Invitational events. He too putts with a glove on. So it just feels right for her. Produces results like that. A couple more people might be giving that a whirl. 5 under par for Hyun-kyung. Back to 18. Yeon-jung. Much better shot than her playing partner there. It's an excellent shot for Seo Yeon-jung. Kim Soo-ji. 20 feet. This putt. look she's had for the last 3 or 4 holes. Faintest trace of movement to her right as it approaches the cup. She was walking them in to start the back 9, just wide of the target again. That's Fuji. Don't like to putt with the flagstick in. On this occasion, they're off without. No problem. 2 holes left to play. Saturday and a full 18 what would be the final group tomorrow. We saw this earlier. Park Ji-young trying to make it. That was her 3rd shot into the 17th. Wouldn't drop. Park In-kyung putted up a couple of minutes after that. Pretty much an identical line, albeit a couple of feet further away. Whereas it's not that difficult to feel Park Ji-young should be able to make a par. Now Hung Ji-won get onto that cut mark, not going to drop. So aggressive. It was a very difficult track last week. Jay Palace holding off Park Min-ji no less. Sophomore season on the PGA Tour. 21-year-old. That's the cut last year at this event. He's hoping that he doesn't strike twice. Ko Ji-young just out of the first cut of rough. Stab and run chip. It's tracking nicely. Just wanders off to the left. Not going to be hearing too many complaints in the Ko camp this evening. It's going to be a round of 5 under par 67 that leaves Ko Ji-young within 4 with 18 to play. Park Ji-young, this is that putt for par. To it, up the shoulders, use the big muscles, pick it out of the middle of the hole. Tidy up and down after a squirmy second shot. Hera, that delightful tee shot. It's tough to watch sometimes. If you're playing as well as Yuhei Ran is, you can start to get a little frustrated. You have so many birdie opportunities and to not see them drop, that is an infuriating part of the game. Now, Seo-Yeon Jung, seen this one, dives off to the right at the end. Got to keep the speed up. Yeah, well done. That's a nice way to finish a birdie at the last. A bogey-free round of 69 for Seo-Yeon Jung. Start Sunday just inside the top 20. I've said it a lot today, but Heyran taps in for a par. 1 birdie so far on moving day. Not going to cut the mustard on the KLPGA Tour, and doesn't she know it? 1 more birdie is exactly what this young lady needs if she wants to play any more golf at Sunning Point this year. She's only made half of her cuts this year, 10 out of 20. 30th on the points list that her playing partner leads. She's doing all she can. 2 holes left to play, 1 birdie to find. Can she do it? Now at the home hole, Hyun-kyung. Coffee. He already has one. It's good thinking. It's a veteran move right there. Further up the fairway, Hong Jung-min's 3rd shot is par 5. Oh, that's a good one. It's a very nice one from Hong Jung-min. likely to get her back to 5 under. He'll drop back down the 17th tee with Kim Soo-ji. See there. One behind Hwang Jung-mi. It's always going to be a tall order for anyone to threaten Jung-mi after that brilliant 62. 31 shots to Hwang. The final group tomorrow afternoon. Going to just catch the right rough, you think. Can't quite tell. There's a little mound that comes out of the bunker. That should be okay. Suji. Bubbly, likable character on the KLPGA Tour. A fan favourite. Wouldn't she love to repeat as champion at Sunning Point? Well, Yuhei Ran leads the points list. Kim Soo-ji, you see there in 5th. Ji Han-sol very much in the conversation this week in 4th. After a nice round of golf this morning, and Park Ji-young in 3rd. The only player on that page not in the field this week, the money list leader, Park Min-ji, taking a week off, but already banking 825 million Korean won this season. Your Korean Women's Open champion Lim Hee-jung in 4th on the money list, languishing back at 3 under par through 2 rounds. Lee Yi-won, well, she's at 8 under, very much in the mix, only 3 back. She leads the Rookie of the Year points race quite comfortably. Yoon Ina, already a winner at the Celtrion Queens, is 4th in the Rookie of the Year points race. Iran. There's something Steve Stricker-esque about the lack of wrist break at the top of her backswing. Wide arc. Using the big muscles. And as a result, is a very consistent striker of the golf ball. Not the department that he needs to improve. A little bit of luck with the flat stick. Flat stick in hand for Hong Jung-min to end the second round at 5 under.
Good.
Willed that one in the left edge of the cup. A nice way to finish. 3 birdies in her last 5. Leaves her at 5 under par after a Saturday 67. Well, Hwang Jung-mi still sitting pretty at the top. Soo-ji, 1 back, 2 to play. Lee Won and Bae So-hyun round out the top 4. The pair of them at 8 under par in the closing stages of play on day 2 at Sunning Point. Sophia just straying into the second cut of rough. Fairly bumpy lie as well. 123 left. Time and time again, coming out of the rough, just can't quite get any purchase on the ball. Runs through the green. And she'll have a little spine to deal with in that pitch shot. She did well on 13. She can do it again on 17. Hayram, ideal position, middle of the fairway, slight uphill lie, so that'll help launch this one up in the air. What a shot there from Yuhei Ran, all over the flagstick. Surely now she's going to double her birdie total for the afternoon. Hyun Kyung at the home hole. For position here, no one's going to be getting home in two on this 533-meter par 5. Leave it handy down the right-hand side of the fairway, but that one's hitting well right. You saw the caddy indicating out to the right, and oh my, that's 50 yards right. I mean, she'll find it, but what kind of third shot is she going to have to this green? We'll have to wait and see. You see Suji right about there where she was standing. Sort of at a point where two spines, two ridges intersect to create that little back left section of the putting surface. She's going to have to contend with both of them. It's not as heavy of a lie as she had on 13. Certainly the slope that she's got to contend with isn't as severe. She's got a few more options here, and I think the sensible ones, just to try to toss one in, maybe a little medium flighted chip and run. So just get it to crest, right where she was standing then. A slight downhill lie, so that's going to flatten out or lower the trajectory of this pitch shot just a touch. It's going to be fairly quick once it gets over that ridge and it starts to release down to the hole. Side landing spot. Just back foot a sand wedge here. Play it with a fairly straight square club face. So just rehearsing that abbreviated follow through. Keep that club face square, not add any loft to it. Send that ball in low and running out. Spine, down she comes. Oh, settle. Now, hasn't made a bogey so far on Saturday. She's going to need the old faithful putter to bail her out once again. She's put herself in a couple of testy spots over the last hour or so. Now, catch up with what's been happening up this 18th hole. Kill. Fan and lay up the second shot well right into those old pine trees right at the cart path on the 18th. And you can bet your bottom dollar it's exactly where the crowd have gathered there now. Does she have a gap through those spindly trees right at the path? Well, she seems to be just off the edge of the path, so a good break with that ball sort of running down to that spot. But the news is rather bleak. I mean, look at how far above the level of her feet her ball is going to be. I mean, that's practically knee height. Can't quite tell the lie from here. It's almost like a baseball swing. Maybe coming out hard left and pretty low. Penalty area about 20 yards left of the green. She'll be acutely aware of, so expect this one to be short and out to the right. Yeah, sensible shot there. She's got a fine short game. but she'll need it here at the home hole. Just a real loose swing with the layup from up top in the fairway for Park Eun-kyung. So at 5 under. Lovely spot in the middle of the fairway, 91 meters left. Expect this to be dancing around the pin. A bit unlucky to get that much spin on it, but she popped that one in. She'll start Sunday. That magic 5-shot gap at 6 under par. Now Hye-ran. Gotta have this one. Just for her psyche. This for birdie. Oh my goodness. How many times are we going to see that from Yoo Hye-ran? You can't golf the ball any better than she has over the last hour or so, and she hasn't squeezed anything from that round. Then you've got Kim Soo-ji playing alongside you, making everything. We've all been there. It's just deeply frustrating. Lee So-mi. Pushing for that to get a little left. Get a little left it does. That's okay. Soo-ji. She waved that magic wand one more time to save a par, to stay clean on the day. Not this time for Kim Soo-ji. It's a second bogey of the week for the defending champion. Just means Hwang Jung-mi has a 2-shot cushion at the top. So Soo-ji, first bogey of what was otherwise a very productive Saturday. Still 3 under the card, 9 under for the championship. Lots of golf to play. Still a par 5 18th to come. The front of the 18th. What a green to work with, but a little mound just before the hole. Kicks everything away into the right. There it is. Settle down. Take a chair, ball. Just going to be giving that par putt her full concentration. It'll be for a 69. G1 really is a must-make here. Even par the projected cut. She's 1 over. Would need a birdie on the last, even if this one goes in, but one thing at a time. This first. And that, absolutely no conviction on it. And it feels a hole out on 18, and that could be an 11th miscut of the season for Hong Ji-won. It's 3 in a row at the start of the year, 3 in a row in the middle part of it. Just back-to-back cuts before her win last week at the Hanwha. I think she'll be bowing out the KGE Daily Ladies Open as well. Now, Park Ji-young to get within 5 to start Sunday. That's the way you want to finish a round. Park Ji-young, 3 birdies in her last 4 holes, a pair of 69s. Within 5 of the lead, looking for a second win of the season. I'm not going to say it. 2-putt par. Hye-ran. No bogeys, but not many birdies to write home about. This is a birdie look for Lee So-mi to join Yoo Hye-ran at 2 under. And that's going to just pull up short. The 5-time KLPGA champion. 72-71. Probably too far back. Good Kyung. The par putt on 18. Don't want to leave this one short. Give it a good wrap. Give it a chance. No, that's exactly what you didn't want to see. Oh, the fans might want to avert their eyes. It's a sloppy 6 at the last for Park Hyun-kyung. Respectful applause from the gallery. At a 70 to back up her opening round of 69 leaves her at 4 under par. Is that too far back? Well, I certainly think so. Kim Soo-ji and caddy get a little refreshing iced coffee from the people in the Holly's food truck at the back of the 18th hole. Coffee choices. It's perfectly alright. Oh, they sip on their caffeine. Let's have a look at the longest hole at Sunning Point, 533-meter par 5 tee shot, please. Slightly uphill, sort of plateaus out. Gently head downhill before going back up again to the green. A lot of players going to be finding this area off the tee. No one's going to be able to get home in two. There is penalty area all the way up the left-hand side as the fairway does pinch in the layup zone. Try and leave yourself your favorite number and ideally to today's hole location, somewhere in the right half of the fairway. 18 birdies already recorded on this par 5 today. It's all about precision with your third shot though, because that pin is tucked in that left-hand section, guarded by a little mound that will kick any ball towards the back of the green. Anything too short, it's going to be on the wrong side of that, leaving you a tricky putt up and over a slope. But 3 good shots, you should leave yourself a decent look at a closing birdie. I do have to update, unfortunately for Lee Ga-young fans, she did not find that closing birdie, so 73 for Ga-young leaves her the wrong side of the cut mark. Leaning like this one's potentially drifting a little right. It should catch a piece of the fairway. It did for a minute, but ooh. Gosh, that nestled down to some of the cabbage on the right-hand side of this closing par 5. Out to the golf course. Further back of the golf course, I should say. Choi Hee-young, former Rookie of the Year, was in the mix at Rainbow Hills at the Korean Women's Open. She's 3 under on the day open with a 75 yesterday. She's right on that cut mark and will have an opportunity to a little breathing room to herself from that birdie look on 15. Now, Hong Ji-won, last hole she'll play this week. Unless something crazy happens. It's golf, don't write it off. Starts with a good tee shot, which she has just about managed. Staying the first cut, yep, that's okay. Now, she will need to hole out her third shot if she wants to get onto that magic even par mark. Last to play after her first bogey of the day, Kim Soo-ji. All her misses and out to the right with driver today. This one looks to be piped. Ooh, to the right as well. Ooh, up the slope. She's going to have a bit of a hanging lie again. Straight to the range at the conclusion of play today for Kim Soo-ji, eyeing out the kicks in the big stick. Still, she's going to be in great position to defend her championship in the final group tomorrow. Kim Hae-rim, veterans on the KLPGA Tour, 117 left to the 17th. Second one yesterday for Hae-rim. 1 under par so far today with a good look to get to 2 under for the round and 3 under for the championship. Expecting good-sized crowds out at Sunning Point tomorrow afternoon. City of Yeongjin and this club, only about 60 odd kilometers southeast of the capital of Seoul. As things stand, that's how your leaderboard shapes up. Jung Mi taking the lead into the final round tomorrow. Soo-ji, the defending champion, just 2 back for the moment. Still has 2/3 of a hole left to play this Saturday afternoon. To successfully defend the title so far in 2022, Park Min-ji at the NH Ladies Championship in Suwon Valley. Kim Soo-ji, after her best ever year on the KLPGA Tour, to become the 2nd woman to repeat as champion in this new season. 21st event of what proves to be a blockbuster year on the KLPGA Tour. 31.5 billion Korean won up for grabs throughout the course of the season. 700 million of that coming this week. Negotiate that line. Drop back to 15 and Choi Ka-ram alongside Choi Hee-young. Players of birdie putts to get to 1 under. Ka-ram will can it for a much needed 3. Back into red figures. Nervy front 9, the 38. The 2 birdies in the back have balanced the books. Teed up nicely in this right rough for Hong Ji-won. Run helping out with a little bit of crowd control. And this one looking right of Hyun-kyung. Goodness me, that's miles up there, but thankfully gets a big kick, although it does get tangled up in some of the thick fescue on the right-hand side. Young to match Ka-ram. Okay. Anything you can do, I can do too. A pair of nice 3s there. She goes to 4 under on the day. Super stuff for a player that really has been in the doldrums over the last 5 or 6 years. Good to see her play nicely once again. A run just with a long iron. Just do not see the top third of that golf ball.
그러니까 카메라 다 왼쪽에 있는 케이지 있잖아. 나 거기 말한 거야. 거기 보면 돼?
Edge of the camera tower you feel would be the ideal line. Doesn't matter if she's going to be a little bit further back than she'd like. As long as she's coming out of the fairway, she should be able to attack that pin. Well done. That's a nice friendly kick back to the middle of the fairway. Just had a look at my scoring terminal, and bad news for the players at even par. The cut lines just moved to 1 under. Kim Hee-rim to get to 3 under par. Not to be. Last year's Macomb Park Ladies Open in a brilliant playoff with Lee Ka-young. It's a season campaign. They've been out here for a long time. Former Korean Women's Open champion, still competitive. 2 under, and she plays the last. Soo-ji, that's a lot of club for Kim Soo-ji out of what looks to be a rather luscious lie in this right rough. Got to be careful here. Penalty area up the left-hand side. A little bunt on the right-hand side, and expertly played indeed. Modern technology, the souls of those fairway woods, and modern fairway woods and rescue clubs make it so much easier for the players to sort of get through thick rough like that. Soo-ji, a bit of creativity from a fiddly spot at the par 5 18th hole. He's only 2 back to Hwang Jung-mi as things stand. It's Jung-mi, the only player in the double digits. She leads the way. closing stages of play this Saturday afternoon at the TG Edaily Ladies Open. Rodeo before, way offline. Dare I say, probably a worse line than Park Hyun Kyung's. G1. This is probably a better angle here to just illustrate how uncomfortable this shot is. This is practically hip height. G1. 13 meters left. She's looking out towards the right edge of the far right TV tower. Sling one in and hope for the best. Hosel rocket. Oh, that's so easy to do when the ball's that far above your feet. It's just not a shot you practice. And unfortunately, it's not going to be a repeat performance of last week for G1. It's going to be a third missed cut in 4 starts. Only week there. She made the weekend. She walked off for 270 million Korean won. She cheers you up. Perfect spot to go flag hunting here. 102 left. Just got a little bit too much grab. Fisher's up on the top side of that little ridge. Still, birdie putt nonetheless. Now drop back to 16. Choi Karam. Well done. Excellent tee shot there. You thought the birdie on 15 for Choi Karam and Choi Hee-won was to give them breathing room, but that just means that there are 27 players tied at 1 under par. Cut line could still very much go back to level par with that many players tied on the mark. A run. There's a one-shot cushion to that, and 101 left to this closing hole. Right over the top of the flagstick, just nestles up at the back edge of the green. Same song, different verse for Yuhei Ran. She's been solid. She just hasn't been able to make a thing. Here is Choi Hee-young.
Stop.
It's just a little right. Someone said good shot. Well, good shot it is. That's right of sensational. Look at the two Chois racing towards the clubhouse, trying to make the cut. Young's 4 under on the day and back on the safe number of 1 under par. Kang Hae-lin on the outside looking in, but 2 holes to play and a nice lie here on the 17th from 121. Oh, a nice shot indeed. Gosh, there could be 28 players tied at 1 under par if that one drops. So to the continuing adventures of the Hanwha Classic champion. 4th shot now. 18th. Much more level lie. Still going to be slightly above her feet. We'll have to look out to the right for sure. Different shot from Hong. It's been a different week. So hard to back up a victory like she had last week. Performance, a solid performance. Now, unfortunately, propping up the pile is one of the 3 ties in the field. This is Sasikan Sombunsap. We're back at 23 over par, 12 over on the day, but that's a nice shot. 15th for Bunsap. 10 shots behind her countrywoman, Sarah Wenchakama, who unfortunately signed for 82 earlier today. Anji Hill. Haven't seen her since a lovely tee shot at the 12th, still 4 under par. One of those players who needs of good results coming home to keep her status for next year. Quick with the hands, late with the body, fans that one out to the right. Just about get away with it. The right edge of the green. Still made just around $75,000 US so far through her 19 events and 19 starts. 2022. Now home G1. Hopefully unlikely, and hopefully this is her last shot of the championship. It would be some way to sign off for the week. Not going to drop, and we are going to lose our most recent winner on the KLPGA Tour. Disappointing week for Hong Ji-won after surviving the test, the stern examination that was Jade Palace last week. 74-73. Bow out for the second year in a row at the KG Edaily Ladies Open. Kang Hee-lin on the 17th, huge putt to get onto that magic 1 under par mark. Oh, agonizingly close for Kang Hee-lin. Skirts by on the high side. Now, Suji on 18. What's the deficit going to be going into the final round? Is it going to be 2? Or is it going to be 1? This for birdie. Well, what is a bounce back birdie for Kim Soo-ji? A round of 68, and the defending champion moves into the final round with a spot in the final group. One behind Hwang Jong-mi. Have another look at this. The putter was red hot round the turn, cooled off in the middle part of the back 9, but she certainly saved the best for last. Delightful 4 at the closing hole for Kim Soo-ji. It's going to be a strange feeling for her. She's not sleeping on a lead after a round at Sunning Point. Just the 1 shot deficit to make up. She'll certainly start as the favourite, I feel. Her experience, her track record around this golf course. Suji. 10 under par through 2 rounds. Now, I don't think there's person gathered round you, particularly that man with the Hee-ran umbrella, that wouldn't want to see this putt go in. Come on, Hee-ran. Give us something to cheer about. Not gonna make it. Never up, never in. Frustrating day on this putting green again for you, Hee-ran. A matching 71s sees her safely through to tomorrow's final round. A really cheerless day for the current leader on the KLPGA points list. Karam, the second hole in the row for birdie for some breathing room. 2 under. Oh, it's looked a little low all the way, unfortunately. Round 17, just down the hill for Dana Kang. She's not going to make it through to tomorrow, but a birdie on 17 nonetheless for Dana. Behind the 8 ball early with that horrid start. Double in the first, 4 over through 4. The first birdie of the day comes at 17. Young gets to 2 under par. Very nicely done for the 31-year-old. Rookie of the year all the way back in 2008. She's still showing she's got the desire to compete. 5 under on the day. Wonderful bounce back after that opening round of 75. Back to the 18th and Seo Er-jin. 21 left. She likes it. She likes it a lot. And, oh, that's unlucky. Just took a little kick to the left. But still, I have to say, job done. Another cut made. Check in the bank at the end of play this week. Hong Ji-hyun likes a second shot right on 15. Chipping down the hill now. Making a very good fist of that. Great touch. Four under par, 1 under on the day for 23-year-old An Ji-hyun. Lost a card at the end of the 2019 season, but got it back in 2021 via the Dream Tour. Kept it comfortably last season. Now, hey Rin. Lovely shot. She'll turn 33 next week. 7-time titleist, 2 major championships. Another cut made for her. To the tie. Sasi Khan yet to make a birdie today. Not going to make one there. The 15th. Up. That scorecard does not make for pretty viewing. Triple bogey, a couple of doubles in there as well. Red numbers. It's still a good learning experience and a wonderful opportunity to tee it up on the KLPGA Tour this week, courtesy of a sponsor's invitation. Jung and Soo. That to settle down on 17, and okay, that's actually a good break running through the thick rough into the greenside bunker. She's got some ground to cover, but at least she'll have a bit more control over that golf ball. She'll need it, hanging on to that 1 under par cut line as things stand. But a great closing birdie sees the defending champion Kim Soo-ji sign for a 68. She'll start Sunday only 1 shot behind Hwang Jung-mi, who's got feet up in the clubhouse after that brilliant bogey-free round of 62. The 32 style here on the 18th. Kim Hayrip for a birdie 4. Well played, Kim. And the cut safely made. Veteran. Troy Young to get to 6 under par for her second round. Oh, just needed one more dimple to roll forward on that. That's a little unfortunate. A little run of birdies comes to an end on 17. Still plenty to be proud about with that scorecard for Choi Hee Young. To make the cut, Seo Jin. Nerves of steel, well done. A little up and down, 18 straight pars on Saturday. Good enough to take her into the final round at 1. A wild, very wet tee shot into this 16th hole. Area up the left-hand side really shouldn't even come into play for these ladies. Unfortunately, it has for Han Ji-hyun, who's now dropped in her third shot all the way across the green. Well, it's not too bad. That one's got to drop just the one shot. Han Ji-hyun. Pin high right, no problems. Just really came unstuck with that poor start, unfortunately for Dana. 16. Yuri for a much needed birdie. Oh yes, she can. Well done. Slow start with a bogey at the first, but a couple of birdies. Now moves on to the cut line at 1 under par with 2 holes to play. Third shot into the last. Kim Jae-hee. Oh, and it's a good one. It's a real good one. She's not going to make the final round either. 3 over on the day, 7 over for the championship. Now, Sung Bun-sup. Just moving a touch right and still to make a birdie. This second round of 54 holes will play at the 11th KGE Edaily Ladies Open. Hyun. It's going along without much incident. As this to avoid dropping back to 3 under par. Beg your pardon, to drop to 3 under par, to avoid dropping to 2 under, of course, because this is a putt for a bogey. Get out of that position sometimes. Damage limitation is key. Don't like dropping shots, but you certainly don't like dropping 2 at one go. I suppose the good news is for her, this one doesn't have too much movement in it. Stay fairly straight, as we saw yesterday, and as we've seen throughout the season. Just late in the day, these greens do slow up a little bit. Let's give it a good wrap, keep that hit nice and still. I hope we've picked out the right line.
Nice call. Thank you.
Yeah, well done. Drops just the one, so back to where she began this second round at 3 under for An Ji-hyun.
심하진 않아. 여기 시작만 좀 한번 잡아보시고 괜찮으면 퍼트 쳐보실 거예요.
Lin. She's off the back edge of the green. She's actually through into the second cut of rough. So
시작이 조금 많이
it's got over 10 feet of rough and sort of big fringe to contend with. Maybe even 12 feet. Look at that. I mean, she's at even par right now. Has to make a birdie to guarantee her spot in the weekend. There you see the projected cut at 1 under par. I mean, you'd think it's so unpredictable when you're trying to putt it through 3 different lengths of grass to try to get that ball coming out smoothly. Talked about it with Yuhei Ran earlier on in the telecast. If you're trying to make it, chip it. If you're trying to get it close, putt it. I think this is the wrong play, but nonetheless, this one's got to drop. And you can just see it struggle to get through the fringe. Poor club selection from the back of 18. A missed opportunity on 17, and unfortunately for Kang Ye-lin, that is probably going to be the end of her campaign at this year's KG Edaily Ladies Open. So all 3 players in this group very much in danger. Not so much in danger, guaranteed to miss the 36-hole cut here at Sunning Point. But for Danakan, chance to end with a pair of birdies. Good roll, but not to be. Dana with a 74. It's going to be a 75. 5 over par total. Not nearly good enough for more golf in the 21st event of this season. Jae-hee, just the 1 birdie today. This is for bogey. Just getting updated that she did find some trouble off the tee. So that in fact was her 5th shot to this point. For a 6 in a round of 76. Not going to make a difference in the grand scheme of things. Bogey double finish. The damage was done yesterday. 76. 9 over par. Bottom of the pile. Kim Jae-hee. to 16. Park Bo Kyung inside the cut line. A slender shot. 1 under for her day. And safely on the dance floor. Just ease it home. Know what's going through her mind. Just ease it home. It's an outside chance. A bit of a stretch at that. But to have any remote chance. Tea time tomorrow. This one's got a drop for Kang Yi-lin. It would take a miracle. The 1 overs would definitely be out. Even par. Strange things happen in golf. Wasn't a certainty already. It is now. Tanakang, Jae-hee and Kang Yi-lin bowing out at the 36-hole mark. 1 over par on the outside, looking in. Kang Yi-lin. Drop back to 17 and comfortably inside is An Ji-hyun from 111. With the ball below her feet, trying to cut one in there. Fine job. Looking to recover that shot. She dropped at 16 immediately. At the 17th. Well, just 4 groups left to come home this Saturday afternoon. Let's keep you updated with what happened throughout a very exciting moving day. Start with some of the early starters. A lovely birdie there at the 5th for Hwang Jung-mi. Went out in 31 on her outward 9. Managed to get to 7 under on the day. Ji Han-sol battled bravely yesterday to a level par round. Just had enough pace, that one. Went out in 32 on her front 9. That was to get to 6 under on the day. Sixth. Little par 4. Nifty bit of wedge work there. Another birdie opportunity for Hwang Jung-mi, who wasn't going to miss. The 8th birdie of the day. And 7th, well, should make a 9th. Goodness me, 9 under. 16 holes, some golfing in ideal scoring conditions earlier this morning. Lee Won, leader of the Rookie of the Year points race, started on the back 9, went out in 34, picked up another birdie at 3, and this at 8, her 4th and final birdie in a round of 68 to match the score she posted on Friday. Going to take some serious catching. Hwang Jung-mi had it on a string this morning. Lovely wedge shot into the par 5 9th. And her 62nd stroke of the day, finding its target. Low round of the week, new course record here at Sunning Point. Out in 31, home in 31, and the lead through 36 holes. Ji Han-sol certainly had her scoring boots on today. Laser-like into the 8th. She would sign for a 65 to leave her at 7 under par with just 18 holes to play, chasing a 2nd win of the season and a 4th in her career. So Hyun, she rattled off 5 birdies in a row in the middle of her round yesterday. She would finish in style with a lovely birdie there on the 18th. The 69 for Bae So Hyun leaves her at 8 under, 3 back. Suji, the defending champion and the overnight leader. Took a while, 7 straight pars to start, but canned her first birdie of the day on the 8th, and that wasn't to be the only lengthy putt she would hold on moving day. Jump ahead to the 10th. Front left hole location. Nice distance and spin control required. Executed very nicely indeed by Kim Soo-ji. Left it underneath the hole. A very handy spot in the corner. Pop that one in for a birdie. And then at 11, from 20 feet, flagstick in, got a free line read off Yoo-Hae Ran, and in that went for back-to-back birdies to start her trek towards the clubhouse. 3 under on the day at that point. Then on 12, lovely 5 irons at this point. She knew it. 2 feet out, in it went. A hat trick of birdies, 4 in a 5-hole stretch for Soo-ji, who clawed it to just 1 shot outside of Hong Jong-mi's lead. And on 17, my goodness, missed the green long, pitched it to here, and well, the first drop shot of the day came at the par 4 for Soo-ji. On the 18th, she'll get that right back. Good shot to just the top of this little crest, downhill, right to left her. Did you expect anything else from Kim Soo-ji? A birdie at the last, a 68 to go along with her opening round of 66. And begin her quest to defend her title, just 1 shot behind 36-hole leader Hwang Jung-mi. Still quite a bit to play for the ladies still out the golf course. Park Bo Kyom, 2 under par right now. The projected cut still at 1 under. This for birdie at 16. Keep on going. Ooh. Knocker left for Park Bo Kyom there. Jump up to 17 and An Ji-hyun to recover the shot she dropped at the previous hole. Uphill, right to left. Not going to get there with any pace or conviction. That's going to be just a par for An Ji-hyun. Pro back in 2017. Comfortably kept her card last season. Now, Lee Ga-gyung, really cheerless day for her, but this is for birdie. There you go. 77 yesterday, really just left her too much work to do with that birdie. She's not going to see any more golf this week in Yeongjin City. Caddy's delighted though. Take the small wins in golf. Now, Park Bo Kyom to avoid a second drop shot of moving day. It's a tiny stance, but it works. Don't often see that. Often you want a nice sort of wide base. On your weight moving around. The narrower your stance, the easier it is for your weight to shift everywhere when you putt. But more importantly, that's found its target. And at the business end of the leaderboard, that's how your top page looks like. Hwang Jung-mi with a 1-shot cushion over the defending champ Kim Soo-ji, heading into tomorrow's final round. Lee E-won, Rookie of the Year frontrunner, and Bae So-hyun keeping them honest, just a couple shots back at 8 under par. So the cut line projected to be at 1 under par. One amateur going to make it through to the weekend and one tie. But it's Hwang Jung-mi, 11 under par, vaulted up that leaderboard with that 62, who will sleep on the lead heading into tomorrow's final round. We do hope you'll join us then. But from a brilliant day at Sunning Point, this is Timothy Lowe saying we'll see you tomorrow, and bye-bye for now.